The Food and Drug Administration gave a thumbs up to an updated COVID-19 vaccine for this fall. And a CDC panel is deciding today who should get the vaccine. But the question is, who will pay for it? Cronkite News reporter Alexandria Cullen brings us the answer from our Washington bureau.
The answer, according to health experts, almost everyone will be covered.
Private insurance, all ACIP recommended vaccines are required to be available at no cost to the recipient, the consumer, the patient, right? Also for Medicare, the same applies. And in October 1 in Medicaid, that it applies that the COVID vaccine is covered at no cost.
Dan Antonio was speaking at a webinar on coverage for the new vaccine. While most Americans will be covered, 1 in 10 will not. That's where the CDC's Bridge Access program comes in.
Bridge Access program was essentially designed to provide access to vaccines for people who didn't have eligibility under other mechanisms, whether they didn't have Medicare coverage, Medicaid, private insurance, and they fell below other socioeconomic lines that prevented access to vaccines.
The CDC's Advisory Committee for Immunization Practices is meeting today to determine who is eligible for the vaccine, but health officials are urging anyone who can get vaccinated to do so.
This fall, we're going to be encouraging people to get certainly their flu shot. And once we're told by the CDC who's they recommend to get the COVID shot, we'll be encouraging that as well.
While the government is not as heavily involved in vaccine distribution as it was at the height of the pandemic, some experts say that may be a good thing. It might encourage people who would have otherwise been hesitant.
I'm glad that it's being treated like a normal vaccine now, and maybe when it's treated like every other vaccine, some of the people who were skeptical about it might finally decide, okay, I'm going to go ahead and do it just like my flu shot. We'll see.
No official release date has been set, but health officials believe that it will be available later this month. In Washington, Alexandria Cullen, Cronkite News.